Hello everyone, welcome to Strategic Command World War I. I'm Paradox Gamer playing. Thank you for joining me here. Let's start on the Western Front where we have the French breakthrough. I will be launching my artillery. I only have one strike though. And I don't think my bombers are going to do anything great this time, because they're still only half strength. These guys can actually take a shot and then move out of the way. Like that, and then we can move somebody else in. That's interesting. Looks like we're gonna have to use these guys, but then they will be pushed back next turn, most probably. Unless I can move them there and these guys no, then I would have to move these guys up. I guess that is possible. That would form a coherent line again. It looks like I'm gonna need one of these guys down here for some extra support. The French are pretty persisting on the attacks in this area. Right, so let's move east. Let's start over here. Let's get these guys back to Marienburg and get Hindenburg into Königsberg. Help is quite far out. It's over here. Because these guys are only detachments. We do have the cavalry here in Bromberg. Let's see the infantry. We can force march them all the way up here. I think we're going to need to do that. That will impede their morale quite a bit. But they have arrived, at least. Let's get the bombers down this way. Okay, so let's get the cavalry over here. Start spreading out these guys. And move these guys up here. And then the new guys will force march up this way. Okay. So starting to looking strong here in the south. In the north is gonna take a while before we can get the forces in place. Let's see, 368 points, and I have already done all the movement. Let's get these bombers up to full strength. Okay, now some research. What are we gonna go with first? There's so much to start out with. If we're gonna have any tanks anytime soon, I think we need to start armored warfare up. Now, the thing about armored warfare is you need 2 tech levels per a tank that you can actually create. And we started level 0, so we need to go to level 2 to get 1 tank unit and level 4 to get 2 tank units. So we better get this started sooner rather than later. Armored warfare. I guess we can start up something else. Actually just spend all our points on this. This would probably be a good idea. Spying and intelligence is a good thing. If nothing else, then it increases the chance of a breakthrough. So I think that is going to be top of the list as well. command and control, of course. We start at level 2, so that's really nice. Infantry warfare is really nice as well. All of it is really nice, I guess. But maybe starting up trench warfare so we can get the defensive lines more secure in the west. And then take infantry warfare. Or maybe the gas and shell production. For the artillery. Let's take that one. We can squeeze in another one if we need it. Fighter development maybe. It's only 40 points. Or just logistics. What else is there? Aerial warfare, logistics, anti-submarine, all of that we don't really need right now. Alright, let's just go with logistics then. That's all our points for this turn. Let's go to the Austrians. So we lost that unit time because he deployed in front of our lines. That doesn't mean we're anywhere safe. We do have a coherent line here, and we now have one extra unit in reserve. But the Russians are closing in. Nothing to do here actually. So let's go down here and let's put an extra chit into Bulgaria. Bulgaria is 55. We already have one chit invested. We're gonna invest one more. So we now have 10% chance of a success. And let's get these guys up here. And get these guys into Sarajevo. And we're probably gonna need a turn to just get everything back in order. Let's do that. I don't even have enough points for them all. But looks good for the next attack in the coming turn. We still need to get this headquarter up and the detachment as well as the bombers. Let's head to Turkey. We have these guys in position. They can dig in. And we need to get these guys to Amman. There we go. That's pretty much it for them. And we have no points left whatsoever. So I guess that's our turn. French mobilization continues. Joseph Podolsky raises a Polish legion to fight for Austria-Hungary. Not in front of my lines, at least this time. Lehman von Sanders takes charge of the Ottoman units. So we have a headquarter. Still paying for Hindenburg and the Ottoman army and for forming the Polish Legion. On to the Entendes. I expect France to continue to attack. Ferdinand Foch is provided with a field command. Okay. See more Serbian units arriving. And the Serbians are digging in. Now the first Russians attack on Przemysl. 1 damage. That's That's pretty good. And now the French. Relentless attacks on me. On the same spot, actually. And they're pushing me out again. Enemy contact. The Russians have cut off Königsberg. But we should still be in supply there. They're trying to cut off the Allenstein units, which they actually succeed in doing right there. In the south, Russians are also pushing on Tarnow. Looks like we're going to need to have that reserve unit right there. They're also pushing on Mulhausen. But I will hold. The French have not moved in. Yeah, there we go. But only with a cavalry unit, so I think we should be able to destroy that. Retake the line. I find that quite funny. It's classic Western Front. Just digging in and, you know, taking a few hundred meters, a few kilometers, and then they will get pushed back again, and then it just continues back and forth like that. And it's gonna be like this for the rest of the game. Russians digging in front of East Prussia. I have to figure out a way to get my units out of that forward position. I should have probably just taken them back myself. Prince Wilhelm flees Albania as the civil war breaks out, and Albania prepares for war. They will join the Entente. Russian mobilization continues. Okay. And that was the Entente turn. We go back. We are having some submarines getting deployed. Put them there. Okay. Let's start at the Western Front. Only have that one shell. Let's fire it up. And let's see if we can bomb them as well. And then... Okay. Then what? Take him out with these guys? No. Okay, they're still alive. Okay, that means I have to... I could move these guys forward and take them out, and then move these guys in there. Get these guys back to full. Get these guys back to full. Looks like I'm really needing all my units in this area, but hopefully the French will run out of steam at some point as well. Let's get their other bombers down here. Alright, so let's see what's going on over here. I do have a forward unit. I do have the cavalry, which will actually make sense to push forward. They are pretty strong. And then just strengthen these guys. Let's get the headquarter up here. Okay, so I'm giving them Alan Stein. I will withdraw because I simply don't have the strength. I could force march these guys up behind and they will be ready for the next turn. That was I think that was a successful rescue operation. We can actually go up here and close the gap, and I will probably be able to re-establish communications with Königsberg pretty quickly. No sign of the Russians in the west. We are now getting a lot of troops coming in, so I think we will start moving forward with them. We can see enemy units in lots. Okay. Start firing them a little bit here from this side. Yeah, I think we can actually take lots with the cavalry. There we go. Get the headquarter forward a little bit. That was pretty good. Now let's start moving these guys forward. They can't quite get there this turn, but they will be ready for the next turn. Let's get some cavalry up here. Alrighty, and force march these guys up. They will have no morale, but they will quickly regain it. No, you know what? I think we'll just move them normally. I'm not in that much of a hurry. Just move them to Berlin. And that's it for the German movements. We probably want to get this headquarter further north a little bit like that. And we have 200 points to spend. Research is needed. We have a lot going already, but we need more. Well, let's get production technology going. And command and control level 3 would also be nice. That leaves me with no points. So there we go. Now the Austrians. So these guys are down in morale. We might want to get these guys up there instead. Let's do some attacks out this way. So they're destroyed. Move these guys back and take the position with them. Reinforce this one. Okay, down here. I think it's time to take Valjevo, which is only defended by a detachment at reduced strength. Whoa. Ah, come on, that was a missed attack. Ah, dear. Okay. Move these guys down. And then they probably can't go in there. Yes, we can move up with these guys. So Valjevo is mine. Destroy that one and move the headquarters up a little bit. Looking pretty good, I think, here. This guy still needs to be upgraded, but I think we want to put the 50 points into the diplomacy. Bulgaria is still at 55. We'll tank another. Oops, no, insufficient funds. Yeah, okay, we gotta go here first. So that's a... Hang on, what did I do there? I think I put a chit into the UK, which is costing 150 points. Because it was on here, and then I moved there, and then it was on the UK instead of on Bulgaria. Okay, I need to pay a little bit more attention to the details, because the game sometimes do this. It was by default on the UK, and I had previously put 2 chits in Bulgaria, so I thought it was there, but it wasn't. So obviously that's 150 points wasted, completely wasted. I'm sorry about that. Shake it off and move down. I don't think we have anything to do. We do have the headquarters here, and I think we want that in Trabzon. So let's get them. That's 47 points. They will arrive next turn in Trabzon, so that's where we want the headquarters to be. And I guess that's the turn. Now they do have 120, so we could go and research infantry weapons. No, I need 5 more points for that. Let's save them up and do that research next turn then for the Ottomans. Okay, I think that's the turn. There we go. Gendarmerie mobilizes in Tirana. More Siberians arrive in Moscow. Albania joins the Entente. UK prepares for war. Oh no. 2 points lost for rough seas. Oh my god. Erich von Falkenhayn replaces von Moltke as Chief of Staff. Still paying for Hindenburg and the Ottoman army. So that's 100 points off still this turn, and I think 50 points next turn. I'm not quite sure. We need to keep our eyes on the Netherlands as well, because they must not drop below 0. Alright, the Russians are withdrawing from Eastern Prussia. And units are arriving around rush Warsaw. I think that took the pressure a little bit off the Austrians in the south. The French are also having bombers, the Russians as well. They're not really that effective now. Oh, wow. Okay. Looks like we're getting pushed back again. Yeah, and we even lose a unit. My God. The French are very strong. And I have a hard time simply just sitting there and resisting them. As we can clearly see. So even when I'm dug in, relentless attacks all across the board. Ah, pushed back. Okay. I cannot use that port anymore, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like we're in for quite a fight everywhere. Although Serbia is going pretty well. I will take some time to weaken the Russians sufficiently so we can start advancing in that area. And it's gonna be a lot of points just defending Germany in the west. Okay. Fifth Corps destroyed. We do have some extra units coming in now, so I guess they're gonna go here. This is where they need it. Now what I wanted to avoid is to have a front with 3 sides open, so I need to retake this here, but I don't really have the strength right now, it looks like. I could also vacate this area and then have Metz as the point where they will attack. I don't know. We'll see about that. Okay, so here on the Western Front, we probably need to be a bit more defensive. I would like to get this guy out, but I have a hard time seeing how that is going to happen. The artillery can fire on this guy, and then we can bomb this guy here. These guys can have 1 attack and then move out. Alright, but I think I will leave myself pretty weak here if I do it. These guys can get to here. Yeah, these guys are entrenched in the wrong direction. As you can see, these are the trench built by the French. I can take him out, but these guys will be left with 8. And these guys might not even have the movement to actually get in there. As we can see, no, they don't. So that means I will have to leave that contested. I could move these guys in, but they would be way too weak to actually do so. I'm gonna have to let him have this one, and he will then push me out of Luxembourg, I'm pretty sure. I could also just withdraw myself from Luxembourg. That is another option. I could move these guys in. Yeah, so I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move these guys up because I think I'm gonna lose them anyway. And then we can move these guys up here. And then we can move these guys in here. We'll get these guys back to full. Get these guys back to full. How much does that cost? Wow, that's 100 points. That's a lot of points spent on this. And get these back to full as well. I think that's the best I can do. I don't have the points to get these bombers up. Okay, that was the Western Front. Now the Eastern. We can actually take back Allenstein now with the forces that we have available. Gotta remember, these guys are a bit low on morale because they force marched not long ago. But I think it's okay to move in back in there. And then how far up can we go? Get to there. If he wants to go in there and cut off Königsberg again, be my guest. I think I don't think that's gonna happen. He's actually leaving Warsaw open. Warsaw is here. Okay. How many points do I have left? 145. I don't think I'm gonna do any research this turn. I'm gonna sink the points into my units up here. Not the detachments, but the others. Okay, so I think that's my move. I have the cavalry. I'm gonna need that to try and get around Warsaw. So we're gonna need them up here somewhere. Now these guys can also move. Before I do that, let's go down here to Lodz. We have a lot of Russians right there, south of Warsaw. So I think we're going to withdraw these guys a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to withdraw these guys down here. Down there, go there. Move these guys up 2 points in there. And then we can move up to here and just take a shot at that headquarter. Destroy it. I think I might want to leave lots open. And then just encircle these guys. They still have supply from Kutno. I could also just put up the cavalry there. Like that. Alright, so these guys are now encircled, and we'll move everybody up. Something like that. And just move these guys forward. Okay. So still shambling a little bit here in the north. We need to organize ourselves. It looks really good here around Warsaw. Only 2 hexes away from Warsaw at this point. And that leaves us with 79 points for the Germans. Let's get this one. How far can we get it? We can get it all the way up. Alright, we're gonna need those bombers. So that's it for Germany. Now Austria. Looks a bit weaker down here. The Soviets, or sorry, the Russians. The Soviets have not arrived yet. Think we're just gonna stay put and get our strength back up here. Oh, I forgot we have a hole in the line here. Get this cavalry up. And get these guys back. So this line looks like it's holding. Now we have a weak spot here with the cavalry. Now let's go down to Serbia and see how it's going here. So next target, I guess, I'm thinking Kragujevac. So we'll start moving around that. I could destroy this guy. I think I have the strength for it, so if I do, I will try. Okay. The problem is I don't think anybody can deal 3 damage. We can try with this guy. Yes, he can. Come on. Yes. Very nice. Alright, move these guys down. Do we have enough points to get this guy back up? I think so. Yes. And move the submarine out of the way. Dig in there. It's fine that they are using units to go over here. These are the Albanians. No, these are Montenegrin. That means we have less units in Serbia, which is the real deal. We need to get to Niš. And I do have 65, so I could go to diplomacy and remember to go down to Bulgaria, which is now 60%, and just chunk another 50 points in that. That takes us to 15% to get a breakthrough. And then we are at points after that. Now we gotta remember that Belgrade needs to be garrisoned, so that's what this guy is for. And also Pristina later on, that's what this guy here is for. So that's why these two units are here. Move the bombers down, don't have any points to replenish them though. And then the Turks, I don't think we have anything for the Turks, do we? Oh yeah, we have the headquarter. Alright, so it has arrived. These guys are in place. Now we just need we need them to fully mobilize before we can do anything else down here. They do have 226, so let's get that research going for the Ottomans. Infantry weapons level 1. Nice. Okay. So that's it for the turn, I guess. I'm fearing a little bit the French might lose another unit. And I don't fear the Russians that much anymore. Let's see how they fare. The UK adds the Agincourt Dreadnought to her fleet. UK joins the Entente. So they will start shipping troops to the mainland. Doesn't really make a difference in this scenario because the UK starts sending supplies to Russia because the front is so small. 5th German Raiders upsets trade from the British Empire. 5th German Raiders upsets trade from the British Empire again. Japan declares war on the Central Powers. Marit's rebellion, Boers revolt against the British rule in South Africa. New Zealand sends an expeditionary force to seize German Samoa. And we had a breakthrough. So I think this is the last turn we pay for Hindenburg, and then we'll pay another turn for the Ottoman army, and we'll start getting some serious points again. So, Admiral, carrying out unrestricted naval warfare against the UK will be a good way to damage the British economy. To do this, send naval units to the convoy routes to the west of the UK that have a merchant ship with a British flag on them. By placing naval units here, we may be able to shut down, at least temporarily, the UK's ports. This would hit the UK's economy hard, with dramatic consequences for the UK's ability to wage war. The national morale would also be affected, while our population will applaud the use of unrestricted naval warfare. However, be warned. Oh, I didn't have time to read that. Indian Army formation sail for Europe. Lord Kitchener issues a call to arms. France announces the formation of a foreign legion corps. I think what the message said in the... France declares war on Belgium. What? The British public are angered by the attack on Belgium. The French protest the declaration of war against Belgium. I haven't seen this before. That changes the situation completely. I will probably need to rail some guys over there then. I was not anticipating this scenario at all. So let's see how that works out. So we get the Belgian units. Let's see if some of them survives. Obviously they're going to need some help, but it also means the front line will be a lot broader. And I think it will be impossible to contain the Western Allies. At least I would have to concede Belgium. See that they start losing units right away. And they're still attacking on the other side of the front, on Mulhausen, which they might get. No, I think we're just holding out. Yes. And we lost that unit, as I actually expected. Yeah, we're gonna need some serious reinforcements in the west now. It's a chain of events that I did not expect. Russians attacking the weak spot of the Austrian line. And they have some cavalry to carry a deep attack. Of course, with the opening of the Belgian front, that was made possible. Otherwise it wouldn't have been. Okay, I guess that's something we need to consider. We have the 4 army corps in central Germany. We can rail them back west, which is going to cost us some points. We might need another headquarter over there as well. So that will take the sting out of the attack on Russia. Belgian moved government to Antwerp, but it's kind of in a corner here. There's not really much they can do. That was really interesting. So I need to figure out if I want to abandon Belgium. I also lost 2 army corps in that attack, so it was actually pretty clever by the French. I think in this game, I don't know, should France be able to do that? We got some airships. Oh, we get a actually we get a headquarter now. We're gonna need that. It still has to be railed over, I guess. Okay. Right, let's take some time to consider this new chain of events. I will need to rethink my strategy completely after this unexpected French attack. But that's going to be for next time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you around. Bye-bye.